Good evening, friend. This is Kartikeya. Recently, our Prime Minister visited Egypt. In this context, now I am going to explain India-Egypt relations briefly. Let us start our discussion. We have the contemporary civilization in the Egypt and Indus Valley civilization from ancient time, and also the Ashoka edicts refers to its relation in Egypt under Ptolemy III. The edicts of the Ashoka also we observed in Egypt. After getting independence in 1947, India announced the diplomatic or established the diplomatic relationship between the India and Egypt. And India, Egypt signs a friendship treaty in 1955. In 1961, India and Egypt, along with Yugoslavia, Indonesia, and Ghana, established a non-aligned movement. And coming to the technical and scientific cooperation, in the technical cooperation, lot of Egyptian candidates, the students of the Egyptian, more than 400 students are visited in India and learning the Indian technological advancements program. And in the field of agriculture, lot of memorandum of understandings in agriculture, technological assistance, cooperation in 1998 we observed. And Pan-Africa E-Network project. This project mainly focuses on the e-learning. This project was came by the Indian government and established a center, e-learning center in Alexandria University. This and also enhances the e-learning and telemedicine projects based upon the Alexandria University project. Cultural rings. The Maulana Azad Center for Indian Culture was set up in Cairo in 1992. The main motive of this Maulana Azad Center for Indian Culture was to increase and culture exchange program and implement our culture in Egypt and knowing about our languages such as Hindi, Urdu, and also yoga classes and screening of movies, etc. And in the name of India by the Nile, every year in month of April and May, a grand festival was organized in Cairo and Alexandria with the top Indian artists and performers. And many festivals, Bollywood dances and music is all introduced in Egypt. In 2016, joint statement between India and Egypt identified political security cooperation, economic engagement, and scientific collaboration, and the cultural and people to people ties as the basis of new era. During this year's meeting, we all know that our 2023 Republic Day, our chief justice was President of Egypt. In this year, they agreed that to elevate the bilateral relations to a strategic partnership. Before going to the in detail regarding the strategic partnership in between the India and Egypt, we have to know that different types of partnership that are available in international relations that we talk about the different types of partnership such as cooperative partnership, comprehensive cooperative partnership, friendly cooperative partnership, strategic partnership, comprehensive strategic partnership, etc. Coming to the strategic partnership is the where the country are going to more collaborate in the scientific advancements, mutual technological cooperation and defense beyond the trade, that is strategic partnership. In recent meeting which is held in Egypt by the our Prime Minister and Egypt President, they are broadly classified four elements in strategic partnership between India and Egypt. They are political, defense and security, economic engagement, scientific and academic collaboration, cultural and people-to-people contact. These are the broadly strategic partnership that have they decided to be in between Egypt and India. And India and Egypt signed a MOU for 3 years to facilitate content exchange, capacity building, and co-productions between Prasar Bharati and the National Media Authority of Egypt. Under this pact, both broadcasters and exchangers their programs of different genres like sports, news, culture, entertainment, and bilateral basis. The bilateral trade between the both countries in the recent times, the bilateral trade between the both countries were $6,061 million. The major imports of the Egypt from India was petroleum products, wheat, automobile, drugs, cotton, and more recent technological things, etc. And India and Egypt signed an agreement of strategic partnership. The government of Egypt bestowed the highest honor of the land, the Order of the Nile, on the visiting Indian leader. The four agreement that was signed during the visit, first, the most important one was strategic partnership. They are more emphasis on green renewable collaboration and to clean energy in the fields of clean energy to increase the clean like reduce the environmental pollution, etc. The major three MOUs between the both countries was first one agriculture. Coming to the agriculture, we discussed that the major exports of India to Egypt was wheat. So the Egypt has lack of latest agricultural advancements, lack of many inputs to the agriculture to enhance the production. So they want the latest technological and latest programs how to increase the production of their agriculture productivity through this MOU by India. And archaeology and antiquities. As I discussed above, that we have many similarities and many contemporary civilizations like Indus Valley civilization and Egypt civilization and Ashokan edicts. This all we have to protect the archaeological things that have between the both nations. Next, and competition law. In competition law, the major focus of the competition law was to reduce the monopoly and increases fair trade between the both nations. The two sides discussed multilateral cooperation at the G20 and other subjects such as food, energy security, and climate change. Because latest times, the Egypt facing lot of instability in the country in terms of inflation, lack of availability of food, environmental hazards, this all. So, in order to increase their productivity and reduce the inflation, these agreements between the country of India and Egypt was essential. That will increase their nation's output. And Mr. Modi visited the Heliopolis Commonwealth War Grave Cemetery, which had paid homage to over 4,300 Indian soldiers. This is very important. There is a chance to ask next year in preliminary examination of UPSC. Heliopolis Commonwealth War Grave Cemetery is located in which country? That is Egypt. And Al Hakim Mosque. This is a chance. We have to remember these two names. Apart from this, the stand between the Russia and Ukraine war of India and Egypt was similar. Both taken a similar stand. And Egypt has now trying to join the BRICS to so the liberal nature of the Egypt is showing that they are trying to collaborate and enhance their productivity and their research by taking the assistance from India. This is the reason why the Egypt is going to this memorandum of agreements with our country. Thank you.